This is Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for April 17, 2025. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was up 0.42 points or 0.1% to 408.03. Total trade volume was up to 62,483 shares changing hands at a total value of 284.7 million real or over $71,000. On the main board, 3 stocks were up. Leading the market was Grand Twins International, up 2.2% or 140 real to 6,500 real per share, followed by Cam GSM, which was up 0.41% or 10 real to 2,420 real per share. The third stock up was the Sihanoukville Autonomous Port, which rose 40 real to 11,900 real per share. On the other hand, 5 stocks were down. The biggest loser of the day was Pestec Cambodia, which dropped 0.75% or 20 real to 2,630 real per share, followed by Phnom Penh Autonomous Port, which was down 0.71% or 100 real to 13,900 real per share. Other stocks down were MJQ Education, Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority, and Akleda Bank. Meanwhile, only one stock, Royal Group Phnom Penh SCZ, remained flat. Over on the growth board, both stocks were up. DBD Engineering was up 0.48% or 10 real to 2,100 real per share, while JS Land rose 0.97% or 30 real to 3,130 real per share. Royal Group Phnom Penh SCZ recorded the highest trade volume of the day with 20,168 shares changing hands at a total value of 42.6 million real or over $10,600, about 32% of Thursday's trade volume. Akleda Bank recorded the second highest trade volume of the day with 13,228 shares changing hands at a total value of 93 million real or over $23,000, approximately 21% of April 17th's trade volume. Moving on to the exchange rate, the Khmer Real to USD strengthened slightly to 4,005 real per US dollar, while the US dollar index was up to 99.48. Looking at global commodities, oil prices rose on Thursday and traded near their highest in 2 weeks on supply concerns after the United States imposed new sanctions to curb Iranian oil exports. Brent crude futures rose 54 cents or 0.82% to $66.39 a barrel, and US West Texas Intermediate crude was at $63.11 a barrel, up 64 cents or 1%. Both benchmarks settled 2% higher on Wednesday at their highest level since April 3rd and are on track for their first weekly rise in 3. Thursday is the last settlement day of the week ahead of the Good Friday and Easter holidays. Gold prices pulled back from a record high on Thursday as investors booked profits following a rally driven by concerns around US President Donald Trump's latest wave of tariff policies. Spot gold was down 0.8% at $3,318.19 an ounce after touching a record high of $3,357.40 earlier in the session. Bullion has gained 2.5% so far this week. US gold futures fell 0.5% to $3,330.50. Stock futures rose early Thursday after a steep sell-off in the prior session. Major stock indices had sunk on Wednesday, led by a significant decline in technology stocks and mounting tariff worries. The Dow Jones Industrial Average lost 1.7% or nearly 700 points. The S&P 500 dropped about 2.2%, while the tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite declined nearly 3.1%. The Nasdaq ended the session roughly 19% off its closing high, bringing it closer to bear market territory. As of the time of the Cambodian market's closing on Thursday, however, futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average added 348 points or 0.88%, S&P 500 futures advanced 1.05%, while Nasdaq 100 futures climbed 1.25%. This is Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for April 17th.